Exactly where Cuba is headed is often difficult to see through its opaque politics.
It's a great mystery what's going to happen in the post-Raul era in Cuba. There's a lot of theories about whether somebody in the Castro family will ascend to power or whether the current vice president will take the reins of the country. We tend to see Cuba as a monolithic government, and it's not. There's politics in Cuba. There are people within the system that are reformers, and there are people within the system that are part of the old guard and that are very scared of what's going on.
You still have a very strong faction of Fidelistas in the government, hardliners who do not want rapprochement with the United States and are slowing down the process of change. So Raul is facing a number of obstacles in getting his reform agenda through.
I think the current leadership recognizes full well that the old model didn't work and was not sustainable, and that this kind of economic opening is an absolute requirement for the revolutionary government to stay in power.
Cubans were once united by their shared resentment of the U.S., an external enemy seen as the root of all their problems. Now, their attention will likely fall on their own institutions.
Historically, Fidel Castro made his political career about wrapping himself in the Cuban flag and yelling about the United States and the hostility of the United States toward Cuba. And the hostile policies of the United States made it easy for him to cast the United States as this external enemy that required solidarity and rally around the flag. But interestingly, Raul Castro hasn't really played that card politically in the same way that his brother did. He doesn't blame Cuba's economic problems on the U.S. embargo. He blames Cuba's economic problems on the faults in their own model.
Little by little, it's going to empower the Cuban people. They're going to want their government to be more accountable. They're going to want certain assurances that they can open a business, that they can make profit. And so I think as we go on this road toward normalization, it's going to open up Cuba to these different ideals and values.